example that has just come in my mind right now, when Jesus had to feed 5,000 people, right? They just had 5 loaves and 2 fish, right? What did he do? He gave thanks. He opened his mouth and gave thanks. The other example that has just dropped in my spirit is the issue of Lazarus, right? When Lazarus had died, past how many days? 4 days. And it felt and seemed as though it was late for God to perform a miracle. What did he do? He said, Father, I think. He called him, Lazarus, come forth. Imagine if he didn't open his mouth and just said, I'm going to call him by imagination. So what God is trying to remind us here is there are situations that we can be able to win by the mindset, by just imaginations, and there are also situations that should be spoken out. The spoken word. You speak it out. You speak it out. Because many are the times that I have been there sometimes. There was a season I was so much worried that the enemy robbed the voice out of my mouth, that the enemy robbed the strength out of my life. Then the enemy made me to feel as though I'm lifeless. And there was a time I even had to surrender to my friends to say, I beg, I feel, let me have a break. Let me leave you first with your God, and I'll come back later. I'll come back later. Put me in prayers. The enemy had to rob me. The enemy had to rob my voice. The enemy had to rob my strength. The enemy most crippled me. The enemy brought a lot of negative thoughts in my mind. It can also happen to you. The moment that you want to get up and rise for your God and pray, and the enemy now gets up and say, not today. I'm gonna cripple your joy. I'm gonna steal your strength. I'm gonna do this and that. And now what happens is you're gonna just be able to be crying. You cry your way to bed. You cry you'll be so depressed that the only thing that has been left of you is negative thoughts. Maybe I want to take my life. Maybe what if I try maybe these other people? It seems as though maybe the power of God is not enough maybe to remove maybe what I'm going through. Remember, nothing just happened. The Bible is telling us that things do not just the teaching is reminding us to say things don't just happen. Things don't just happen.